There we go. We are live.
Woohoo!
We are live. We are on air, and we are here to stay. You're not getting rid of us. We ain't going away. Holy crap. Was that like a freaking poem or something? Oh, that's so gay. I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure about that. Okay. All right. I will perhaps go back and edit that part out.
I wonder who's still awake right now.
Oh, actually, Pete, the link is in the dispensary, actually.
Ah.
Because I actually trust. I have good trust in Ponch and Vincent. They've actually gone through and kind of weeded out, the people and sort of things like that. So I've actually thrown the link in that dispensary out there. So hopefully you're part of that and you can grab it there.
Of course I am.
Well, I know you are, Kathleen. I'm talking to Pete.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, Flat Earth Late Night. Dun, 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 dun. Should we have like a tune or something? Possibly like an intro or something like that.
Yeah, do you have anything that you can play at your place?
Well, I can play the drums, but it will drown everything else out.
Yeah.
Hey, there's only one thing that makes this a Flat Earth Hangout. That's
cowbell.
That's the cowbell. You're damn Skippy. It's the cowbell.
So Pete Shea wants you to give him a funny story.
Oh, funny story about what?
Anything?
Oh, for some reason it's not refreshing here. Hold on a second. Anything funny? Anything? First of all, I'm not funny.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, hell no. I am just me, regular guy. Stumbled upon different things, and it's been one heck of a ride. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pete's out there still. That's funny. I'm not sure why it's not. Hold on a second. Let me refresh the page. Not sure why it's not. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, see, even he thinks that you're a funny dude.
I just enjoy having a good time, and there's so much stress out there. It's better, in my opinion, to have a good time as opposed to having a bad time and taking it all in, because it'll beat you down, and that's not the point. The point is to have a good time with it, have some fun, get the truth out there, and you know what you know. I mean, you can't, once you put the glasses on, you can't take them off. I mean, you can physically take them off, of course. You just can't take them off. I mean, once they're on, they're on. They're on, and of it, once you see, you can't unsee what you have seen, and everything else opens up. Is that a fake Kathleen? No, I don't think it's. No, I don't. No, I don't think it's a fake Kathleen. She wouldn't have got.
He's asking if
Yeah.
that's a fake Larry, Kathleen. No,
Oh.
it's not a fake Larry. It's the real Larry.
No, it's me. Yeah, it's me. It's me. It's me. Okay, all right. Hold on. Should I drum a solo out or something like that?
I don't know. Maybe it'll take that.
Oh my goodness, it has been one heck of a ride. I'll tell you that. One heck of a ride.
Anything new been going on?
Not really. I watched a few different things. You know, different live hangouts and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, nothing much. You know, seen Patricia actually did one earlier today with her and Mark, and they actually have a good conversation back and forth between the two of them. It actually flows very nicely, and I enjoy that. And there was some trolls out there, and they got erased very quickly. Yeah, Pete. Yeah, Pete. It's really me. It's really me. Come on, you can't. You don't recognize my voice by now? Come on. And I actually, oh my goodness! Since I started talking, they're actually down. Holy crap! We're like how many watching? Holy crap! Wow, everyone left. That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Thanks, guys. Cheers. Actually, Dell was on before, and the jam was actually pretty cool, as we were talking about when before we actually started live. And Dell, he can play, and my goodness, just playing some Pink Floyd and stuff like that. And I didn't realize that Justin Bernard can play pretty well also, and jammed out some tunes. It was actually really cool, and it wasn't something that was published as a Flat Earth thing. It was just Dell's Pub type of thing, and just had a real quiet conversation. It was really cool. I really enjoyed that, and for about the last 5 hours, I think. Really cool. ADR's out there. Tony's out there. Tony's welcome to join.
I already added him.
Oh crap! Wait a second. Restart now. I'm not going to restart anything. Yeah, Tony or anyone else wants to join in. It's in the Link dispensary. Vincent and Pete have also said that I can place it in there. And they kind of, they've basically taken away all the trolls from that dispensary. And it's in the Link dispensary. So if anyone wants to join, please feel free. And come on in. Come on, Timmy. Come on. No, not Timmy. No, that's actually the bad way to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I saw Pete the other day. Actually, I saw him on the Hillbillies channel.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and I joined in for a little bit, and he's doing pretty good, as far as I know. So that's decent.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Russo.
Hey, there's Tone.
No, this is. Oh, Tone. Tony. Okay.
Tony.
Yeah,
Tony.
Well, no, it's ADR, but it's Anthony Russo, and I call him. I nicknamed him Tone Loke.
Oh no.
Tone Loke. That.
Tone Loke. Hey Tony, what's up, man?
I loke that, man. That's cool. I loke it. Now I'm almost as badass as Big L.
Hey, how'd you like the jam? Dell was going off, man. I mean, he was actually very good.
His guitar playing is excellent. The only problem is the fidelity over a laptop sucks. Room. If I was in a room with big cabinets, man, that would be mind blowing.
Yeah. And he was just playing some stuff, and I was trying to jam along as best I could, and unfortunately, it kind of, the sound kind of cancels out. It kind of swings, back and forth, and cancels out. Unfortunately, because as I'm listening to it and hearing it, I'm like, oh man, this is great. He plays really well. So does Justin, by the way. Anthony, did you see that?
No.
No, I was busy running around. I was keeping up with my boy IPS, so I did not actually playing. But yeah, I understand he's a pretty good guitar player.
Yeah, Justin Bernard came on, and he was actually jamming out. And I just sat back. I didn't touch a thing. I was like, whoa, dude, really?
Hey.
Very well. I mean, no disrespect. I mean that in a genuine way. It really came out well. I was just sitting back like, holy.
Well, we got to find a way to get all you guys down at the conference in November so you can jam out. Do a Woodstock thing, complete with acid, overflowing urinals, rain, soundstage issues.
Oh hell no. That's like getting all the people in one place and rounding them up for the first FEMA camp. I ain't going down there.
Yeah. Let me address Pete Shea for a second here. He says, have you a wrench at IPS's ADR? I bet you do too. LOL. Yeah, Pete Shea, as a matter of fact, I was given a wrench there. People just love to hand me wrenches, and I'm getting so tired of having wrenches. The nice thing about is you can post continuously without getting timed out, which
exactly
Vin found out tonight. Yeah,
that is the biggest benefit to having a wrench.
Yeah, it's actually a little bit of a responsibility as well with people that come in and try to hack the Hangout or do whatever they do and stuff like that. And for somebody to have a wrench, it's just, come on. There's people that we like-minded people that we've all been around and spend, I don't know how many hours. I can't even count the hours. Many hours together. And you know what? If somebody's actually a bull or something like that, who cares? I myself, I'm a flat earther. Flat earther, I get the math, I get all that stuff. I'm flat. And if I hand a wrench to somebody who particularly maybe a bowler or something like that, it just means that they're being very kind and they're just, chatting or something like that. They're not being mean. It doesn't. I'm sorry. I just can't get into the psyche of this thing, where everybody's like mad at each other. It's like, seriously, really mad at each other for what? I personally don't get it. You just found out.
I don't know what you're talking about, Larry. I'm an equal
well,
opportunity mad person.
touche.
MADD, buddy. MADD. Not crazy, but
Yeah,
mad.
touche.
I definitely don't like it when somebody has a wrench and they're sassing other people in the chat, like they're egging them on or insulting them. That makes no sense to me. I don't care what kind of bad behavior somebody's doing. Name calling, bullying, it's not okay, even with a wrench.
Yeah, positively. Yes, positively.
Yeah, I
It's,
found that out. I found that out over at the Hillbillies. I called poor old knowledge scavenger a clown because she wouldn't shut up, and Hillbilly straightened me right out.
Yeah.
Took my wrench, Pete Shea. He took my wrench, that bastard. It's all right, Hillbilly. No problem.
Yeah, I don't actually have a wrench on Hillbillies, or I only have a wrench on a couple of channels, and I've been welcomed to join in many a times, and I have, and I don't. I even told them, do not give me a wrench. I don't want one. I'll handle myself out here. I
think Paula's a lovely human being, and I can't imagine calling her a clown. That just doesn't sound
either could Hillbilly, but
yeah.
you haven't had a difference of opinion with her, but Larry has. So
yeah,
I have some stock in this, although we don't want to turn this into a sport, but
yeah, correct. Yeah, correct. I would say that I was with her and several others, and something happened, and now she's not around, nor anything else.
Hey,
That's what I'll say.
what you said, I didn't catch that.
Hello, Pete Shea, is what I said.
Oh, hi. How you doing? I said I'd pop in for a bit. Nice to talk to you all.
Pete Shea is stalking me, man. He shows up.
I was here first. I was here with Larry first when there was no one. Actually, I didn't think there was anyone, but Kathleen was here.
So Shuri and Earth and Perrin are in the chat as well. Hello.
Yeah, how do you pronounce that? Because as you see in the chat,
is how I'm saying it.
You could have Shore, you can Earth, or Shuri.
You should bring Shuri in. I would like to hear what Shuri has to say. Shuri, would you like to come in?
Shuri, you want to get on the panel?
Oh yeah, of course. If you guys, if you all trust that person.
Yeah, Shuri's been around for a while. I don't really know who it is, but I don't think.
I think you should
it right for the first time.
Oh, wow.
Sure, you can. Okay.
Sure you can. Sure you can, Earth. I don't get that really, but maybe it'll come to me. Sure you can, Earth. Sure you can, Earth.
Can you explain your name to us, if possible?
Why don't you give me a red and do the hospitable thing?
Sure you can.
Is Shuri a male?
Sure you can. Earth?
Sure you can, Earth. Okay.
Sure you can is different from sure you can.
Maybe if you put in an on at the end, so you'd have sure you can on Earth. Sure you can Earth. Sure you can.
Sure, you got to help us. Think of the street. Sure you can. I like that.
Sure you can.
I'm going to stay with sure you can until I learn.
Sure you can. And sure for short. Yeah. That sounds good. Anybody
ever heard of Sure You Can Street Fighter?
Nope.
It's not a throwing star. LOL.
Oh, is that the actual name of the Street Fighter character? I know there's a Yuken in there. Maybe it is. Sure you can. Yeah, he does like the sure you can. Maybe that.
Hey, Pete Shea, I was quite astounded with your depth of knowledge on the Titanic and the Olympic and all that stuff. I was listening intently.
Man, I didn't get into anything there. I got into nothing at all. I could go into a lot more detail and...
well, you got into something because you got my attention. I'm going like, all right, this Pete Shea knows something.
Yeah, and I posted a link to the thread as well, where it's explored, and it's explored elsewhere. What if it is going to YouTube these days and just type in hoax at the end of any story we have been fed from the past, and you're going to get a commentary on it. And I think we owe it to ourselves to find out, hang on, is this a completely staged affair? Because then I don't want to be taking it seriously, and I want to be dealing with it mentally in a different manner. You know what I'm trying to say? And it becomes all too obvious at this stage. This is what the game is all about. It's just fakery everywhere, and we lap it up. That's based on, you know, the old thing, well, water everywhere and not a drop to drink. Well, fakery everywhere, and we lap it all up. We do. And we take it as real when it's not. And it would behold us all to realize that this shit is going on, you know? And not only for ourselves, then pass it on to the people who are nearest and dearest, because this is trickery at its finest, you know?
I just heard like under everywhere and underwear under there.
Yeah, it's raining here in California.
Let me just say, Larry, you're a funny dude.
Yes.
And it's difficult. Look, this sort of format is very difficult. You know, I find it sort of almost impossible because you're just talking to your computer, you know, and there's so much sort of lacking. But it's difficult when there's a lot of people talking or looking to talk, and you know, you can't really express yourself or be as you normally would be, you know. And
Right.
yeah, you're funny, Larry. Definitely laughed along.
Pete Shea, when are you going to favor me with a personal phone call?
I had an argument tonight, and sorry for keeping my voice. Not sorry for keeping my voice down, but it's 7:30 here. Dawn is broken. Oh, I'm just keeping it easy. But I had a bit of an argument tonight with Vince, ADR.
Really?
And if I'm mistaken, I'll apologize.
What?
But I don't think I'm mistaken. No, don't worry about it. It's only minor. Absolutely minor little thing. Remember this: if we're with our friends or with anyone, you're going to have different sort of disagreements, or you're going to have different emotions on some topics or whatever, you know. So this is just minor stuff. But yeah, you know, the little jibbing I did give you ADR regarding the range show. So I'm pretty sure that I was banned from Antonio's chat because you were just getting a little bit of sweet revenge, which I didn't mind at all, you know. But I was sure that was the case. And I mentioned that tonight there was an Antonio Russo who was supposed to be turning up. And I said, if ADR is in the chat, give everyone else a wrench, but don't give ADR one. I said, imagine the rage he'll be on when Antonio Russo has a wrench. Everyone else has a wrench, but we don't have any. So it's just a wind-up, like, you know, it's just a laugh. I don't take it seriously at all. But Vince took it a bit seriously, and he said I was sort of defaming you because it was a genuine mistake. Whereas, again, I don't take it seriously, but I didn't think that was the case. I think you were enacting a little bit of minor revenge on the little niggling things we have between one another.
Yeah, Pete, I just have to continue coming up to speed. I'm every time I deal with you, I tend to respect you more and see the depth of your character. Whereas initially, you know, because I don't know you that well, in crass or silly or something, but like I said, it's me. I get a little bit more on it.
But don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, ADR. This is my point. It doesn't bother me at all. The only thing about the wrenches is there seems to be, I don't like it. I've only used my wrench, whatever. I've only used the facility twice, and at both times it was tongue-in-cheek, jokingly. I borrowed, you know, that's it. Yeah. 2 times. Never banned anyone. Never told anyone.
Yeah, no, Pete. I love causing pain with the wrench. I really do.
I know you do.
I'm sick.
That's why that scenario with everyone having a wrench, including Anthony Russo, the other one, and you without one would have driven you mad. I would have loved that, even if it was just
it doesn't, Pete, because like if I had my druthers, I would
Your
prefer to
druthers?
give up all the wrenches because everywhere I go, because people know that I have a very short fuse as far as clowns go, is to give me a wrench. And I don't even like the reputation, man. I mean, I really don't. I mean, I got all the Globers calling me a wrench Nazi, and I really don't appreciate that.
Oh, I think it's funny. Yeah, I don't let these things bother me too much. But if you'll put me right, or if you'll agree with me, was there a little bit of sweet revenge in terms of me being banned from chat in Antonio's hangout?
We're talking about that time that I banned you.
You know, I was banned for about 2 or 3 days, but it's fine.
No, I get carried away, and actually I ended up having to ban you a couple months ago, and that caused all kinds of grief. And I promised Antonio that I would never ban anybody again, but I went back on my promise
Right.
because I just like to hurt people with a wrench. I don't know what it is. It's a defect. I'm damaged.
Well, I'm glad you said that.
But
ADR.
no, Pete.
That's fine.
If you really want to hear what happened that day, we were doing the first sun tracking, not this past one, but the first one. And there was a woman in there named Pam Veray, whose 8-year-old kid was in there. And she was mortified every time you were doing your little sexual innuendo things.
Me?
Tried to go easy. I started removing your comments, probably timed you out. And, then,
She had your
we're
child
having
reading
fun.
the chat.
Yeah. Well, dude, I mean, it's a general person's event when we're doing the daytime sun tracking. It's not like late night. Basically,
Oh, sure, but it's not let me bring my grandmother in and everyone in the chat was speaking a certain way. That's not.
Pete, I try to do the best I can in unwinnable situations, brother. And I was thinking about after I caused you all that grief from banning you, because sometimes when you ban somebody, it's just for that session. Other times it keeps going.
Yeah, that kept going 3 days.
I noticed you were talking to Vinny trying to get it unbanned, and I figured Vinny's great at, he knows exactly where to go to get it done. But intent, I just needed to shut you up during that session because you were kind of over the line a little bit.
Can you give me an
I don't mean to judge your behavior, but I was just trying to run it for a general audience situation. And dude,
listen,
I said I wasn't going to apologize to you, but I apologize at this point, in the sense that I didn't want the ban to last more than that one show. And what I should have done is before the end of the show, I should have unbanned you, but I forgot about it and all the badness.
Do you remember any a particular example of the sexual innuendo I was using? Does anything stick in your brain? Because you'd have to remind me of that. But it's not a big deal.
Pete, I'm just going to charge, man, because it was a couple of weeks ago. I was probably more wrong than right. But
it's fine.
I was just trying to do my thing, moderating, and it didn't help that people were thanking me for.
Well, what are the guidelines? Were you giving guidelines in terms of are you giving guidelines in the different hangouts where you do have moderators?
There was an 8-year-old girl who was reading what you were saying and asking mommy what that meant, and everybody was cringing.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
Pete,
don't worry about it. I mean, it's not a big.
Hang on a second. So you're saying that we know how quick the chat moves in general. Saying there was an 8-year-old girl reading my chat or my text particularly, and she complained to her mom. Her mom complained to ADR, and ADR banned me. That sounds right, isn't it? How was
She
the?
was curious and wanted to know what it meant.
It wasn't that cut and dried, brother. It wasn't that cut and dried. I removed a bunch of your over-the-top comments just by removing the comment itself with no pertain to you other than removing the comment because it was deemed to be inappropriate. And if I overacted, I'm sorry, but I tried to do it to the best of my ability.
I've said
Are you guys watching in chat also?
No, I'm not.
There's no.
What's going on in chat?
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
There's no
Everybody
need
hates.
for, authorities on flat Earth, on my flat Earth anyway, and this is where the controversy comes in regarding wrenches, and we know it's a constant cause of controversy, and that's what I don't like about it, and that's all there is. I mean, I understand that, but if you're, let's just say briefly, if you understand that you are in a room of children, you are going to alter your behavior as opposed to if you're in a room of adults, and especially under, you know, differing circumstances. That's just natural. But you can't, one thing you can't do is cater for all age groups to a certain degree when you're talking about hangouts like this. These things are so ill-defined anyway. It's just a group of people coming together, taking measurements and observations to further their understanding of the greatest lie we've ever been told, you know. If there's censorship going on, which I don't think there should be. There should be always a sense of responsibility, but some people's senses of humor differ from others. People's characters differ, but no one has the authority to sort of put a ban on somebody for, you know, relatively minor stuff. Now, when you have people coming in like Vince Cumface, penis always points upwards. These sort of characters who are just there to ridicule and mock. Well, that's ridiculous. But you know, these people will come in. If that young girl is reading stuff, she's going to read some of these comments anyway. You know, they're all over the place. So it's, I think it sounds, yeah, it doesn't sound quite right to me. But no big deal. ADR. Listen, no. Let me just say this: no big deal whatsoever. I don't mind. I don't take anything to heart. But you can understand. You know, there's a lot of deep feelings that go on within the flat Earth, and you know, we all know that.
Of course,
I know.
of course, and actually,
But
yeah, and actually,
you know,
based on,
they have people picking up trash alongside the highways because if nobody picks up the trash, we're going to be swimming in the trash.
One man's trash is another man's fertilizer, maybe.
yeah,
Pete, I want a personal call with you. Damn it, still want it.
How does that go, Larry? You can't.
Which
you
I
can't-
apologize for.
What, you won't? No, but listen.
actually, we've actually made some good progress here. You guys are actually on the same panel and talking. That's actually pretty cool. And I understand both sides.
I generally like Pete now that I've gotten over all of his sexual innuendo talk, and I just know that he's a perverted Irishman that's very comfortable. He does, and most people take him in a good way. I tend to be kind of an American prude. You know, at first I thought the very worst of whatever Pete had to say. And
When
I'm
you say-
slowly coming around and going like, Pete's just having a good time. He's a very smart individual.
Yes,
But
yes.
But when you say,
it's just that
when you say perverted
casual-
Irishman, you know, it's provocative language in the first place. But again, I understand what you mean by it. But yeah, what are we going to do? Do you judge everyone the same? Do I? This is what I'm saying. This is a question we all ask ourselves. I've often
Yeah.
said,
Pete, I love you, man.
flat Earth.
Get off my fucking back, will you, for God's sake.
No, I'm done. Yeah. I said, when you go into flat Earth, you have to take the. you
Pete,
have
let me
to
go
take-
outside and get a thorny switch, and I'll whip myself till I bleed, and I'll put it on camera for you. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
come on. Oh, come on.
Hey man, you do that. You do that every night anyway, so that wouldn't be any punishment.
Pete, I just have to get. Pete, I just have to get
Oh, sorry,
more
that's
used
Larry.
to your humor, and I'm
Larry
making
with the
progress.
strippers.
That just cracked me up. The nice thing is everybody has just kind of made their peace. That's actually cool, man. I enjoy that. That's actually really good.
And I've made no secret that I think PJ is really funny.
But Pete,
Yeah, but
Uh,
funny,
what,
funny how? That's the question. Funny like a clown or funny?
No.
Pete's not funny at all. What are you talking
Serious, man.
This is the thing I always have to remind people in real life, in real encounters as well, that look, if I say something strange or sort of out of place or out of the blue, I'm joking in general, you know, and I always laugh at my own jokes because most of the time people can't tell whether I'm being serious or not, because I just phrase things in a certain way, and especially over a format like this, you know what I mean, which is so unnatural in the first place. It would be silly to think that you can get a grasp on someone's real character. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I get a grasp on your character, all right.
Well, I mean,
Excuse me, medication time. Medication time.
Tequila.
this is just a conversation in a pub, really, you know, but it is lacking in terms of that personal interaction. But that's the way I look at it. That's the way I have to look at it.
Hey, Pete Shea, Snack to the Future says Pete comes across a touch dour on occasion.
I know.
I'm not really up on the word dour. What does
Either.
dour actually mean?
Yeah. What
It's
is
sort
what?
of a bit rugged but handsome at the same time, and that's very nice of you to say.
Hey, rugged but handsome.
Beautiful. You used to say, slap to the future. Slap to the future. Slap to the future. That's right.
Slap to the future. Nice.
Slap to the future. That's nice.
Now
Hey,
I'm not
hey, Snack, I like your new persona there with the silverized sunglasses, by the way.
Holy crap! That was actually pretty.
I'm after
Shout outs
setting
to
Larry
Brian,
off.
man.
I'm after setting Larry off with my slap to the future comment that conjures up images in his mind. You dirty.
Actually, Brian's out there too. A very good friend. Brian, the link is in the dispensary if you want to join in, man.
And Snack. Somebody
I have,
drag Snack in.
Let me just say, I had a very productive
We'll turn it in, man.
few conversations with a few people throughout the day, and some very good ideas have entered my own head just in terms of moving forward with, as Larry knows well, he's constructed his own model. But yeah, with my own model within my
What,
brain.
the toilet
so
model? That's not a model. That was a joke.
No, it's a different
Very
thing.
small.
But again, I have a few new thoughts to consider, which sort of are built on the back of previous thoughts. So I'm grateful for that. But that's what it's all about, really, I think, isn't it? We're all trying to just further our understanding. In the picture, we're trying to formulate in our own brain about what really might be going on. What's the mechanism? This is what the whole point about the sound tracking is, and why there's so much effort gone into it. Because there's a lot of fun.
Pete, when I was a little kid, I used to make models. Now that I'm a grown-up, I make real things.
Make real things. Give me an example, ADR.
Well, I used to build models when I was a kid. Now I build real things.
Yeah, give me an example of a real thing you build.
I actually have a 20-foot long monorail bandsaw that I use for cutting up trees.
Nice, man. Did you build that? Did you build
Trailerized. It from an idea. Yeah.
Wow, nice. Excellent, ADR.
Yeah.
Now I see what you mean.
And I probably cut down 2 forests of big trees with it so far.
Oh no, ADR.
Over the past 10 years.
The trees alone, man.
No, man, they're coming down.
Oh gosh, I don't like that.
I'm a vegan murderer.
You know what tree has?
I'm a vegan murderer.
Actually, I got.
I'm sorry.
When you get.
Yeah, that was funny.
Hey, Larry, send Snack an invite, would you? And Brian, if you want to. Okay, cool.
You know when you get a little flutter in your heart when someone says something that sort of has a little bit of an effect on you. When you said you cut down trees there, I felt a little flutter in my heart. I really am seeing this connection between us and trees, you know.
Pete, I just want to tell you that I didn't cut down a single tree that didn't ask for it.
It was screaming out. It was screaming out for you. Cut it down.
Pete, I got 90-foot pine. I got 90-foot tall pine trees all around my little shack. I didn't exercise due diligence certainly would have fallen into my little shack. I actually spent the December a few years ago standing in a doorway all night during an ice storm because I was getting
Yeah.
4-inch by 20-foot long pine branches slamming down on my shack.
If you say it's the Love Shack, I'm going to get Dell back in here to play that tune.
Did you say you had branches slamming down on your shack? Is this sort of a sexual innuendo?
Yeah,
or
they're
something? Or I'm not.
oh
What?
man.
What's going on?
For the weary with Pete Shea in the house.
The branches slamming down on your shack. That sounds rude. You know the way some things don't translate properly. If I said that over here, someone would think I was into some weird
Shed, Pete. You guys say shed over there. It's a shed. But it's not a shed,
Yeah.
it's a cabin. It's a camp.
Yeah,
I live in a camp, Pete. Yeah,
So
in
you
New
weren't
Hampshire
beating
we
your
call them
penis.
camps.
You weren't beating your penis with olive branches or something. That's I'm
No.
getting the totally wrong end of the stick. Okay, sorry about that.
Did I keep hearing that THC guy saying we gotta shove a couple ounces up our butt? Is that what I was hearing?
That sounds like
What?
pleasure. It really does.
Pete,
You know, you'd be walking around with the bottom half of you stoned, the top half of you be dead
I've
sober.
heard of the Germans with coffee enemas, but I mean shoving a couple of OZs up your butt? I don't think so.
No, what do you mean you don't think so? That makes more sense than coffee. Coffee is bad for you.
Germans, in order to
This is
stay
why-
healthy
have you heard of-
during WW2, at least the rumor was, is they would oftentimes take coffee enemas.
Have you heard
but,
of suppositories? You heard of suppositories? I mean, why wouldn't the same work for a beautiful plant like
course.
cannabis? And it makes absolute sense.
Listen. I am so cheap. I am so cheap that I'm like a duck on a lake. I could probably have 4 or 5 ducks on my back and still not drown. I could still float because I'm so cheap. So no, it's all puckered up.
I don't know where
Puckered
that
up like a
came from,
drum.
but okay.
Put it up like a drum.
I'm just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there.
My
What was I going to say? Oh, Pete, the other day, and I was high for 2 days, right? And I told Ben that I was never going to do it again for another 3 months, right?
And then
So I got a little bit cocky. And I ate some more, and I was stoned for 2 more days, Pete.
now,
And
now when you
Pete,
say-
I'm done
when you
now
say-
for a while. I mean, oh,
Wow.
When you say cocky, cock over here means penis.
oh man.
I don't want anything to get lost in translation. You know, I don't want to sort of think that you're
Pete,
being.
I'd go on
dirty
cam.
pervert.
I'd go on cam, but I don't want people to see my new dress. Okay.
Yeah, you're being a dirty pervert, flapping your shack with branches and being cocky all over the place. I don't, that could come out wrong. If I was to tell that story,
Man, he is really busting your
sounds-
chops.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, exactly.
Get away from that
Actually,
shit.
I see snack in here too. I haven't seen snack in quite some time.
Snack
And,
pop in.
Cock.
Ryan brother.
Ryan Burville in the house.
I'm kidding,
Dude.
by the way. I know exactly what
Snack,
you mean.
You're a wild man.
Say what,
Pete.
Pete Shea?
I just said I'm
Pete.
kidding, by the way. I know exactly what ADR means, but
Saying you again.
I also like to say, Pete, that there are no suppositories on a flat Earth.
did you say on
There
a
are
flat
plenty
Earth?
on the flat earth.
Did you say on a flat Earth? Did you have suppositories on a flat Earth?
Hey,
Including ones with THC.
And hi, Larry. Thank you for the invite.
Hello, Snack. How you doing?
yeah, I have to ask. I have to ask Snack. Did you listen to Dell's earlier with him playing and stuff? It was actually pretty good.
No, I think I was on Turk's hang up for a little bit, and then I was just AFK.
Okay, all right, yeah. Go listen to Del Croy and the chat he had open earlier, and just playing some Pink Floyd and stuff like that. It was really good. In my opinion, it was
Oh.
really good.
Sometimes Dell will have a good night. You know.
The sound sometimes doesn't come across properly, Larry. I couldn't hear you playing the drums at all. So, I mean, that's why I bowed out, because it's very difficult to get the balance is right.
Well, they they muted me because I was too loud.
Well, Dell's voice wasn't coming through at the same volume as his guitar. There's really imbalance with that. And then it's always difficult, I think, when you're trying to get two or more people to just perform together in such a...
He sounded really good. I mean, because I could hear it on my end, and whether or not I was coming through, that that's fine, fine. Or if somebody wants to mute me or something like that, not a problem. And
I look forward to when Tommy is there with you, and you get a sort of a jam going in the same room. That's excellent, because you have that.
Yeah, it was really good. It really came out. It really came out very well.
Good morning.
Snipe, you bits!
Oh, what was that? Someone, are you sniped, Larry?
Wait, snipe who?
That was, I think, Benny, but it could have been Pete.
Oh. Okay, if you guys want to go ahead and snipe.
No, it was just
Oh, okay.
either Vincent or Pete. It was Flat Earth, Mr. Poncho, Pete Chan, very strong. That's who it was. So it could be either one of them.
Probably.
Well, get back in here. What the hell you doing? Leaving?
He's watching the back door.
Toying with us.
Yeah, that's okay. I love those guys.
Okay, we got 3 of us on mute. Okay.
I'm not on mute. Don't
On mute. Pete's on mute.
Brian's actually he chatted in the side. He's fixing his
his
mic.
mic. Give me a minute. Yeah.
My microphone's fine. I was
Okay.
just adjusting my avatar. Yeah, that was weird.
You were adjusting your avatar.
Adjusting your avatar. That's the. Oh man. Oh.
He may have been.
So, Snack, have you actually been playing or jamming or anything, or what's going on?
A little bit, yeah. I've been playing a little bit more last week. I'm just on Discord now.
You playing the saxophone? I mean, it sounded pretty good. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's what I strive for, pretty good. Yeah, it's been fun. I wanted to get together and play with Dell a little bit more because we've played together I think like a long time ago, but he's kind of like a one-man act.
Oh yeah.
Pretty much.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does the playing and singing the whole 9 yards. He actually does it good. It sounds really well. Very good, actually. And it's been some time since I heard you play or anything else. Since the old days on what was that, Free Channel, I believe.
Yeah, what, like 4 months ago or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Flat Earth, in Flat Earth years, that was a very long time ago.
Weird. I tell you what. Yeah, you like don't do anything to anybody and see what happens. It's weird. I don't know. Oh man. Yeah, it was just weird to like see people like talking about me. I was trying not to like even comment on anything, like just trying to focus on some other things. Times it's
You're in and out, Snack.
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, the audio's in and out, and I'll just add whether a bowler or something like that, they want to be a bowler. Hey, more power to you. They don't believe, not a problem. Want to have some fun or a jam out or something like that? Okay,
Moly, 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 moly.
well, no, Brian, not exactly like that. Just have like a good time and chill. You know, just have a good time and chill.
Yeah. There's something to be said for just having a good time, regardless of if there's any like information you talk about. You know?
Yeah, because obviously we've been at odds at certain times, and myself with different channels and calling out certain people, and it's like, why bother? It doesn't make any sense. It's like, why waste your time? Just have a good time.
This is the dynamic of things, Larry. If any discussion that's free and open, you're going to get a difference of opinion. You're going to get different personalities coming in, wanting to talk about different areas, and that's just the nature of things. But yeah, it's a kind of an ongoing, emergent dynamic. So why not? If I said something suddenly insulting to you right now, that would change the whole dynamic, and you know, then you will come along to maybe react in a different way, and that will lead to who knows. You know, we know there has been lots of trouble. We know Dell had a hangout, Scottish Dell had a hangout today, and it was all about narcissistic behavior. And if you remember well, over in Ponchos and Vince's, we talked about this, that Dell is going to go through the same process that most of us have already been through, and realize the sort of the adversary you're up against, all of these little agents, you know, coming in. And, you know, he will go down the same route. What will happen eventually is what happened in Pancho Pizza, which is flat earthers only, really.
Well,
otherwise
that's kind of like
disruption, you know.
Do you think that's kind of like a? I knew as soon as it went to all flat earthers in there that it wasn't long before there was going to be like body parts flying flat earther. I just knew that was going to happen. And like, how flat earth are you? Are you as flat earth as me, dog? And if you're not, well, maybe you're a pussy and you should get the hell out of here. And this is not like a community building kind of like energy. And that's just, I don't know, like, I don't know if I have the answer, but like, if you guys actually are interested in like this, whatever group is maybe under kind of regular flat earthers on YouTube, if you want to see that get any bigger, I mean, you know, we have to stop like burning the campsite down. You know, I think that's what kind of happens. It goes through cycles like this.
I think everything is fine. Snack. I mean, can I have you a name I can call you? I mean, rather than Snack, or would you just rather keep it at Snack?
He's been called
Snack's
Snack
fine.
his whole life.
Okay, no problem.
He's just Snack.
It's my grandfather's name, really.
Yeah,
It's just I inherited.
You call him.
No, that's fine.
Joe.
That's fine.
Grandpa Snack.
Yeah, I think, yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think Flat Earth is fine. We can see the sort of the momentum it's after gaining, especially in the last month or two, and yeah, all of these things are part and parcel. That's what I
So
call
you say a month or two, but I really believe it's a cyclical, seasonal type of season that we experience, and we will next year. The energy is going to drop right before fucking Christmas. People are going to go ape shit. Some are going to go ape shit for forever. Some of them will come back. And then it will be probably nice once things start getting green outside and we're not living in unnatural light. You know, like that life force kind of comes back to us, you know?
Well, we're
Anyway,
in the midst of it
I don't know
now. Don't be looking to next year. Snack is what I would say. The real
No,
new
this
year,
is the run. This is the run. It starts real soon, you know? This is the beginning of the year.
Well, forget the run. You can't
Yeah.
make statistics out of what is it? 2 years now, 3 years, max 2 years actually. You can't say
It's the
that
time when the energy is going to be the best for the majority of the people that are contributing to this topic on YouTube. Most of them are from the northern hemisphere, if you will, northern hemisphere.
You can't, yeah, but you can't come along and say that it's going to surge at the beginning of the spring and then it's going to die out towards the Christmas, because of course you have this Flat Earth conference coming in November. My point is that we live in emergent times, emergent being that we cannot tell what will happen tomorrow.
Well,
So
what
how
is
do we-
emergent? Emergent is based on a system that has to be predicated prior
Well-
to something emerging. So, like,
Well, for instance, I'll give you an
well,
example.
what I'm suggesting is the emergent thing that I see is that there's a seasonal tendency, witnessing how different behaviors transitioned over the season. To me, that's like proof of a flat Earth right there too. Like seasonal anxiety disorder, it's real, and people like get different kind of mood alterations, based on different things as well. So,
Well,
so in rally,
we're not talking in the same terms, really. What I meant was imagine with the Shaquille O'Neal. Everyone knows who Shaquille O'Neal, a world famous figure,
he's
monster
from New
of a
Jersey.
man.
I'm from New Jersey.
Well, that's
I'm a large black man.
Great.
He's a large.
So you can see you. I have. Did you say I have a large black man and he is a large black man? Okay. That's cool.
I'm part black.
I'm just kidding.
My point is that
black
if
man.
well,
Go ahead.
that's-
Twice. Keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, Pete, finish your point, and then I'm actually going to have to shut down because I actually have a text message. And yeah, I need to go.
You having company?
Well,
Mm-hmm.
that was a short one, Larry, but that's fine. I'll just
I
finish
think there
my
was
statement.
actually a doctor. He's on call, and he just got a pager message. He's got to be
Yeah.
like.
He's a household Roman god, apparently, Lars. So I don't know if
Paging
that means
Larry.
a household god.
Caging Larry.
Ancient Rome. My
Hey,
point
like-
being, just anyway,
Once,
just to say about Shaquille O'Neal, I mean, if his revelations were taken up differently, that could have changed absolutely everything, changed the whole momentum of this, whatever you want to call it, we're in this transition time we're in, So that's what I'm talking about, emergence. Something could happen tomorrow that will change the whole flow of everything, and who knows from where. There's just no way of predicting. So to, talk about
very certain
time in terms of years, yeah, it's not.
It will do its
As if
own
it didn't my
thing.
way of thinking.
For you, you might say like, are you categorizing the shack activity as being negative, whereas it could like cause a whole wave of people to come out just to look at it, but necessarily, be
Right.
bad. It brings people out to be curious. So
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly my point. If it sort of brought enough people out, then you would have a whole shift of momentum. There'd be an onus on different media outlets to speak about this in a more open manner. And of course, we know the Flat Earth has the potential to change everything. And indeed, it does change everything, even on a person, first and foremost on a personal level, but then after that, on just a universal level.